At the time we discussed homeschooling, we had just had our 4th child, and our oldest was just finishing kindergarten in public school. And my husband was a 1st grade public school teacher, and he said, I think we need to homeschool. And my very first reaction was, I can't homeschool, I'm not a teacher, you're the teacher. And I was the one staying home with the kids. So he assured me that the amount of learning that kids get in school, I could easily do at home in half the time because we don't have the distractions that come with being part of a school day, just by the sheer number of kids that we're trying to teach.
I had to repeat the verse, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, several times a day, several times a day, all week.
One of the reasons I didn't want to homeschool is because I was not spiritually gifted as a teacher, and I was not trained as a teacher. And I would hear, there were other homeschool moms I knew of who had an education background, and they would talk about how they structured their homeschool, and I was like, I could never do that.
When my children was transitioning from one level to the other level, was a little bit more, can I do this, like going from elementary to middle? And then definitely when they went from middle to high, I was more terrified that I wasn't gonna do it all right.
We started with just teaching our oldest. He was 1st grade, so I'm starting out with 1 child. How hard is that? That's the same as if you're sitting there working with your child doing their homework, except you're teaching them something they haven't learned before. Then we gradually added in a 2nd child. Next thing you know, a few years down the road, I'm homeschooling 4 kids, and it didn't feel overwhelming.
I started in 4K, and I said, I cannot homeschool my child because we will butt heads and this will not go well. But I found that was not true. I taught her how to do everything. I taught her how to use a fork. I taught her I didn't teach her how to walk necessarily, but I taught her how to do anything that she had ever learned how to do for the most part. So why did I think I couldn't teach her how to read? Or why did I think I couldn't teach her how to add 2 + 2? And I found that it was actually somewhat fun doing that.
If that's what you want to do, strive for it, because you can do it.